Hello, my absolutely beautiful Pisces friends, and welcome to your horoscope for September of 2022. Where Pisces, this month, not only do we have a gorgeous full moon that is happening in your sign, bringing some revelation to situations that you've been involved in. Maybe things felt like they were a little bit stuck moving forward, and now we get to shine some light on some things, and there's like an innovation that is available on the table. Now, I want to tell you right up front at the beginning of this video as well that I really would like for you to know that between the 8th of September and that first week of October, if things or situations feel like they are resolving but it's very slow, that is totally normal at this particular time. We've got both of your ruling planets in retrograde. So Neptune and Jupiter are in retrograde. And then we're also going to have this Libra new moon in connection with Jupiter. So bringing in the next stages is happening, but it is going to be a little bit slow. So I just want to tell you that at the beginning of the video. So if it feels like the panic buttons are on, what the hell happened? It was all going okay. No. It's okay. It is okay, and things will begin to move forward. I'm telling you, by the time we get to that second week in October, which doesn't mean suffer through September, but it does mean that there's some speed that becomes available in that second week of October. And I just want you to know that. So, if you feel like anything slows down, just kind of know that that's on the table. Now, speaking of slowing down, we've got Mercury taking its retrograde this month. And at the very beginning of the month, we're going to see Mars slowing down for pre-retrograde shadow time. So it gives us the signature of what we'll work on from now all the way until March of 2023. So we do get some nice golden nuggets to work with this month. As well, your 8th house of joint resources is going to completely light up this month as well, as it does every year at this time because we move into Libra season. So lots going on to be thinking about. Please let me know how the month manifests for you as we progress through. So please let me know how the month progresses for you. And I just want to ask you one thing, Pisces. Please let me know how the month is going, but also let me know at the end of the month, how did things progress through? Because we typically can feel some of the energies working before time, but you can't really tell me what happened on September 23rd, on September 12th. So let me know at the end of the month, what happened for you and how did it connect, okay? All right, my beautiful friends, let's jump in and talk about what's going on this month. So I do want to say this as well. I think that September is the time to breathe, because when we do get into October and November, we really have some heat with the eclipses coming on. We'll have Mars taking its retrograde. So I feel like September is the time to just kind of breathe, be in here with your relationships and your relations, and kind of take it as an opportunity to reground, especially in the area of your career, because things will truly go a little bit slower, okay? All right. Right at the beginning of the month on the 3rd, we see Mars entering into pre-retrograde shadow time at 8 degrees of Gemini. Now, this retrograde cycle is going to work from 8 degrees of Gemini to 25 degrees of Gemini. So here on the 3rd, start paying attention. What is going on in the Gemini areas of your life? What is going on around home, family, real estate, property? What is changing and lighting up for you? Because this is important to pay attention to. There could be new negotiations or conversations or discussions or contracts or short distance travels that become available to you this month, but you're having to put in the effort, Mars, right? You're having to go to it. You're having to stay pretty diligent with it. And we'll also see the resolution, all of this, like I said, in March of 2023. So what changes have you been trying to strategize or get moving in your home zone? That we'll start to look at here. As we get to the 5th, we're going to see Venus move into the energy of Virgo. Venus being this attracting in energy. So we've already got the sun working here, okay? Now Venus is attracting in more of what you've been working on while this Virgo season has been going, okay? So in your relationships, whether it be conscious chosen one-on-one relationships that have to do with romance, they have to do with partnership, they have to do with buying and selling things. Pisces, the relationship relationship of you with you. And I also don't want to sleep on the fact that the seventh house brings relationships into our lives that, like, they're significant relationships that take us to the next level, or they take us to the next place we're supposed to be. It becomes a conscious collaboration that you have to have because you can only go so far on your own. So watch for significant relationships, or maybe even the development of significant relationships in your life, because last month in August, we had the sun move into this Virgo space. So it started to light up these relationships, and now we might be calling in some development. There could also be some financial benefit that comes from relational things that you're doing this month as well, okay? As we get to the 9th, we're going to see Mercury take that retrograde in the energy of Libra to start. Now, Mercury retrograde in Libra, first of all, this has to do with 8th house matters, okay? This is collaboration, intimacy, you see into me. So things of partnerships, things of finances, some financial decisions. This is also detox, right? Think back to August 20th, Pisces. What was going on in your life? At 24 degrees of Virgo, Mercury moved into its pre-retrograde shadow time. Now, between August 20th and now, what has come to your table? Because we're going to begin the review of all of those areas from your 8th house to your 7th house. And they are directly tied to one another in the review that we're needing to do in this area. So what was going on for you at that time? Now, when we get to the 10th, we're going to have a full moon in your sign at 17 degrees of Pisces. So the full moon is saying something needs to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted. We need to course correct it in some way. But this moon is also in really nice connection to Uranus. So whatever needs to be shed about you, your physical body, whether this is you're shedding weight, you're changing the way that you look, it is all about taking an innovative response, or changing your life, changing who you are, changing where you live, changing your physical external spaces based on a spiritual call to move forward. Now, other things I think of for you, Pisces, with this energy is it's like if you've been behind the scenes, this particular full moon could bring you more into the public. We see you more. We know your name more. You're taking more of a front stage kind of ride as you're traveling through the rest of this year. So, but whatever it is, there's a spiritual need and alignment that you seem to be calling for, and this moon is helping you to take the steps on that spiritual path. Now, when we get to the 22nd, we see the sun enter into the energy of Libra, okay? So now we've got this 8th house absolutely lit up. Those joint resources can come through, and the relationships that come through and create something steady and sturdy for you. If you're looking to build streams of passive income, collaborate, have sponsorships, if your spouse is looking for different work or something that brings an income or an intimacy into your life, the sun is going to start to light this up. Now, on the 25th, we're going to have a new moon at 2 degrees of Libra, okay? So this is where you plant those seeds of intention. What do you want to commit to having in your life in terms of relationships, in terms of these contracts, in terms of things that bring balance into your life? And you plant your seeds of intention here to do that. Now, this particular moon is the one I was saying is in connection as well with Jupiter energy. So I want you to remember, it doesn't all have to be today. You don't have to make all of these joint resource decisions, these intimate decisions, these transformational decisions today, right? Some of it may take a little bit of time to fully get in place, and that gives you time to watch and make sure that your house is built on something solid, right? That you're not missing something in that foundation and there's cracks to later pull you down. So think big, request what you want, but also remember that you don't have to find it all out by Tuesday. Now, to help that come through, help those resources, help the relationships, help the ease come through. On the 29th, Venus is going to move into the energy of Libra as well. It's in domicile, so it's very, very comfortable there. So you have an air of a little bit of more comfort in this area as well. So it's naturally pulling in and attracting in what you've been requesting. Remember, what you want wants you as well. So call to it and allow yourself to move towards the vibration of what it is that you're calling to you. It doesn't mean you get the exact vibration today, but you keep calling it. You keep speaking it to you so that you can get in alignment with that vibration and it can come on into you. Now, I want to back up for 2 seconds because on the 23rd, we are going to see that Mercury retrograde in Libra slide back now into that energy of Virgo. So relationships are under review at this particular time. But like I said, I also put in the relationship box contracts, significant relationships that have come into our life that maybe you're doing a project, you're working on something, you're learning something, you're having to go back over work that you've already done so that it can be the very best when you launch it out there, okay? Remember the retrograde time, we do not go hide under rocks. I mean, it's best if you can avoid it to sign contracts and do things like that, but you can definitely review the ones that are on the table. And truly, I have to tell you, I think that during a retrograde, if something brings itself to your table and your insides say no now, you trust your intuition. You trust your alignment with the universe way before you trust me or anybody else in what we are saying, because your life is in the flow and is in alignment. And if something is really wrong, your insides will light up, especially if you are tending to your spiritual connection to the divine flow that's around you, all right? Okay, my beautiful friends, have a gorgeous month. Please let me know in the comment section down below how it's going, how it's gone, what it looks like. I love you a ton, and I'll see you next month. Bye.